Sup everyone, it's Nick again, and before we begin, please remember to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell for more sports content. Now let's cue the intro as we're about to talk about what's already beginning to be a pretty crazy NBA offseason. First, I'm going to talk about the move that my Los Angeles Lakers made, getting Dennis Schroeder for Danny Green and a late first round pick. And I really like this move. They're probably not going to get Rajon Rondo back, which is fine, and I wish Rondo well. He deserves to get paid, and I don't blame him for wanting to get paid now that he got his second ring. And he's 34 years old now, so yeah, I don't blame him for wanting to cash out before he retires. So they got Dennis Schroeder, who's an excellent third option. That's something that the Lakers really lacked this season. They were able to win anyways because they have two top 5 players in the NBA right now. But having Dennis Schroeder as a legit third option, that's a big plus for the Lakers. And they may have taken a hit on defense by losing Danny Green, but that's alright. And by the way, I don't hate Danny Green as much as he did struggle in the playoffs. He was still playing defense, and that's why he was still staying on the floor. And in the regular season, he really was a good 3-and-D guy, but Dennis Schroeder overall is so much more worth the $15 million than Danny Green. So yeah, overall, I really like this move. Now, Rusty Buckets actually made an interesting point about this. My initial reaction was actually, whoa, what are the Thunder doing? They're getting robbed, but actually, you know what though? This is probably a pretty sneaky move by them for them to make the Lakers better so that the Clippers don't make it to the finals, and then Kawhi and PG, they have player options at the end of this season, this upcoming season, and they can bounce, and they very well could if the Clippers don't at least make it to the finals, and then the Clippers are screwed. The Thunder have so many first round picks, 3 of which are from the Paul George trade. So yeah, if Kawhi and PG leave, that would really benefit the Thunder because they would have early first round picks thanks to the Clippers. And on top of that, the Thunder just got another first round pick from the Lakers. So yeah, while the Thunder did take a step back, I don't think that they're going to be done, and this could be good, really good for them in the long run. Before we move on to the next move, about Anthony Davis, since he opted out and now he's an unrestricted free agent, if you're really freaking out about that, can you please chill out, because of course he's going to resign. He opted out so he can make even more money, which he deserves. And the Lakers are going to pay him that, so like, if you're worried about that, please relax. He's gonna be back, okay? Why would he leave when he just won a championship with the big market team, which is exactly what he wanted when he wanted out of New Orleans? And also because this is about to be his team in the long run, because LeBron's going to be 36 years old. Right now, yes, it is still LeBron's team, but not for much longer because LeBron's getting up there in age. And while yes, LeBron is still amazing for his age, still the best player in the world, he only has like 2 years left of being a superstar. So yeah, this is Anthony Davis's team in the long run. So there's another reason for him to sign that supermax with the Lakers. Moving on to another move involving the Oklahoma City Thunder, them trading Chris Paul to the Phoenix Suns. In return for Chris Paul, the Thunder got Kelly Oubre, Ricky Rubio, Ty Jerome, Jalen LeQuay, I don't know how to say his name, and a 2022 first round pick. So yeah, that's another first round pick for the Thunder. I don't think they're actually going to use every single one of their first round picks, but boy do they have a lot. And what this does for the Suns, we saw what Chris Paul brought to the Thunder. He gave them a winning culture that I think is going to have a lasting impact, and the Thunder do have a future all-star in Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. For the Suns though, oh man, a big 3 of Chris Paul, Devin Booker, and DeAndre Ayton. And I don't know if you saw this or not, but Chris Paul and Devin Booker are already working with each other. Chris Paul's presence alone is really going to do the whole team wonders, and I think that this is what's going to get Devin Booker to actually stay in Phoenix. The Suns are letting him know that we are committed to winning, so we want you to stay. And this is a great move. Yes, it's going to cost them a lot of money, but it's worth it. Even when Chris Paul leaves, he's going to have a lasting impact. This is an excellent move, and I think that the Suns will make the playoffs next season. They were the big storyline in the bubble, going 8-0, still miss the playoffs though, but this time they really should make the playoffs. Next, the Milwaukee Bucks. They're making some moves too. Now, I was thinking that they should go after Chris Paul because they need an elite shot creator and an elite playmaker, which Chris Paul still is both of. But you know what though? Shout out to Legend of Winning. He does have a point that Chris Paul would have taken up probably too much money. Like, I was saying, whatever, just show Giannis that you're willing to win. Show him that you're willing to spend. But Chris Paul's contract is a little too big, though. Like, all right, a Legend of Winning, you win. But Drew Holiday, though, that's certainly not a bad piece. Now, yes, giving up all those first-round picks is risky, but still, he's very much an upgrade from Eric Bledsoe. So, yeah, I'll definitely take him. Drew Holiday is especially not so abysmal in the playoffs like Eric Bledsoe has been known to be. So that's definitely a plus for the Bucks. And he's also a better playmaker than Giannis. So yeah, it's good for the Bucks that Giannis doesn't have the main playmaking duties. And Drew Holiday is also a pretty good shot creator. And while Drew Holiday is on a pretty big contract too, not nearly as big as Chris Paul is, it's like pretty much half the money that Chris Paul is making. So yeah, it's a cheaper option, maybe not as high quality, but it was a good pickup, even if they may have given up too much. And also the Bucks did get Bogdan Bogdanovic for Dante DiVincenzo, Ersan Ilyasova, and DJ Wilson. I think that Bogdan's also going to be another solid piece for the Bucks. So yeah, the Bucks did get better. Right now, on paper, they are the team to beat in the East. I think that they're doing the best they can to really let Giannis know that they are committed to winning and that they're doing whatever they can to keep him around. If Giannis does not sign that Supermax with the Bucks and go somewhere else though, because they gave up those first round picks, this could be like a Nets Celtics situation, except Drew Holiday right now and also even Bogdan Bogdanovic are better than Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett were at the time of the trade that the Nets and the Celtics made. Obviously not all time. Of course, Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett are Hall of Famers. Well, Paul Pierce will be, regardless of what all the idiotic things he's said since retirement, but he's definitely a Hall of Famer as a player. Well, we're getting a little sidetracked, but yeah, this does have the potential of being a Celtics-Nets situation, and the Pelicans have a lot of future first-round picks right now, which they got from the Lakers in return for Anthony Davis. And they already have a nice core of Zion Williamson, Brandon Ingram, and Lonzo Ball. So, well, yeah, they got a little worse by giving up Drew Holiday for Eric Bledsoe, and I don't think that George Hill's gonna really make up for the fact that they just traded Drew Holiday either, but still. The Pelicans do still have something good going with them, with a really nice young core and with a load of first round picks. The Houston Rockets traded Robert Covington to the Blazers, and they're getting back Trevor Ariza again. And the Rockets also got back 2 first round picks, so for the Blazers, this is a really good move because the reason they were only an 8th seed last year, or actually this year, was because they played no defense. Robert Covington will give you some defense, and we know he's a knockdown shooter. For the Rockets, though, yeah, it's become clear as day that they're going to blow it up. Daryl Morey and Mike D'Antoni gone. Yeah, that's the end of their culture that we've been seeing the last several years. And now James Harden is definitely looking like he's on the move, and so is Russell Westbrook. They may be good friends, but they just don't mesh together because their playstyles just don't mesh. But James Harden to Brooklyn, though, that could be problematic. As amazing as Harden, KD, and Kyrie look on paper, we know the baggage. They've had some issues with star teammates in the past, so the 3 of them together, 2 of them together, I think would be fine, but 3 of them together, yeah, that could definitely be problematic. But Anyways, for the Rockets though, yeah, it's become clear that they're gonna blow it up. But anyways, yeah, it's been quite an off season in just days. NBA draft coming up. I probably won't really make a video on that, to be honest, because I actually haven't really kept up with the prospects. But all I do know is that it's not a really hyped draft class like 2014 was, or it definitely isn't as hyped as 96 or 03. But yeah, it's not something that I'll probably make a video on. But yeah, that's coming up. Crazy to think that the draft is already about to happen, right? But anyways, that's the end. Please remember to like and subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you next time.